Welcome to another episode of Play Select. My name is Gold Mountain, and in this episode, we have all these games from Japan just coming your way, so peep this. Coming to Japan on August 30th is Senran Kagura vs. Guren no Shoujo Tachi 3DS, a sequel to the game Senran Kagura, which was notorious for its very specific and sophisticated depictions of the female anatomy, i.e. 3D boobs. Now, the creator of this game, Kenshiro Tatakai, who was responsible for Half Minute Hero, a PSP cult classic, made this game to realize his dreams of seeing 3D boobs. And I totally agree, we need more games of this stuff. I can't even wait for the hologram stuff. Yes, I'm getting dirty old man pervy about it, but you know this game is amazing because it is nothing but fan service and a lot more. For example, in this game, what we have is that the antagonists are now the protagonists in the game, so you get a different POV. POV. Also, you have the adventure part and the battle part. So the adventure part is when you interact, and also the battle part is when you fight. There's also boobs, and there's also boobs, and there's one more thing. Yes, there is also, of course there must be in a game like this, costumes that get battle damage. So, you know, if you can purposely suck, well, this game is the one for you. The game has gotten a lot of controversy due to its artworks, or actually the artworks related to the game, because a lot of people have been doing fan arts and, you know, Rule 34 of the internet. So, Anyways, this game is very, very interesting. I would totally play it for its personality. Look forward for it, the 3DS. 3D boobs, man! Yes! I love the future. Which brings us to a brand new PS3 release coming out on August 23rd. That is LOrange Kamogawa Days Game and OVA Hybrid Disc. Now, today's news is much shorter than the title of this game suggests, but the news is very, very cool. Now, this game is an anime mecha fighter which links the first anime to the second anime, and also the OVA shows a peacetime moment of the characters interacting, so you pretty much get the whole story of the series in this box when you watch the anime and whatnot, and then you can get all your questions answered. Another game slated for an August release, and it's also a Japanese game, so for my Japanese game lovers who want to buy something in August, this is the game for you. It is called Pazza Octopus Dream Match for the PS3. Now, in this game, it is pretty much a dream match for a collaboration of dating game sim companies. Now, the two game companies are called Octopus and Lee, who are responsible for games such as Two Heart, Tears and Tiara, and Utawareru Mono. Pretty much a huge dream match crossover which features all the characters from the said games. There's 3 versions for you to choose from because it is a dating sim company, so you definitely have to have options. Now, these 3 versions are 1, the original, which is just the game, 2, the limited edition, which has special soundtrack and a stick card set, and 3, the real arcade combo featuring a real arcade pro version 3 SAP Acqua Pazza joystick board. Now, this pretty much takes the game from the arcade to your home and pretty much settles who is the best girl to date, because you're not gonna date them all, you're just gonna find out who's gonna win in a cat fight, and whoever wins gets to date you. Am I right? Yes. Oh, if August 30th wasn't loaded enough, you have another item coming out on the same date. It is the Soul Hackers accessory set. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we talked about Soul Hackers in a previous episode, but also we want to show this game love because this is the 3rd iteration of this game, so somebody wants it out for the West. So the more you support this game, the higher the chances your brethren in the West will get it. Now, what is in this accessory pack? Very, very simple. It's like this: a 3DS pouch, a cloth cleaner, a large size stylus, and 2 card cases, all Soul Hacker themed. So when you're playing Soul Hacker on your 3DS, which it's already very immersive because it's 3D, not only that, you have all your gear themed to it for your experience. So check it out. On May 2013, for the Xbox 360, the PS3, and the PC, we have this game that once debuted as a drift in the 2011 Gamescom show. Now, this game has re-debuted as Remember Me, a new game by Capcom and sci-fi open world action adventure. We don't know much about it yet because all I've seen is a 7-minute gameplay footage. Now, from what I can garner from this footage is that it is based kind of like Inception with memory implants and whatnot, because the thing I saw was a lady going in, the main character going in and killing her target by putting a memory and forcing him to kill himself. Now, that's very, very interesting, much akin to Ghost Trick gameplay if you played that game before of the NDS. Now, I'm really looking forward to new franchises by Capcom only because of the work that they've recently done. Dragon's Dogma, completely love my pawn, she's so sexy. But that being said, I mean, we need more new franchises, but please bring bring back Megaman. Remember him? Yet another game coming out on August 30th. What is up with this date? This must be some magical date in the video game world. I must find that out. I don't know what it is. But anyways, on this date is a game that you may be interested because it's the new Hatsune Miku game. Yes, for the PS3 Vita. It is called Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. Now this game is a brand new rhythm game for your PS Vita, and you can finally get your hands on Hatsune Miku as close as you possibly can because you're actually touching her, because gameplay elements include the touch screen and also the back touch screen, so you can go like this. Sorry about that. And also there's a new scratching element involved, so you can be like, you know, and it becomes more challenging. Next, we have upgraded graphics, expressions, hair, and costumes, so your Hatsune Miku can look the way you want her to while you're touching her. Yes. Also, there's some new songs. Now, the ones I know are Doriko's Christmas Offering, Cat Hood, and Waka's World and Dance Hall, two of my new upcoming favorites. And on the same day, on the 30th, is an accessory set to complete your Hatsune Miku experience. Pretty much this is a PS Vita pouch, a case for up to 6 Vita game cards, a cleaning cloth, a strap, a decoration seal, and an original charm. So once again, this is your chance that you've been waiting for to finally get your hands on Hatsune Miku. Not too long ago in Japan, there was a release of the 25th anniversary Zelda encyclopedia called the Hyrule Historia. Now, Zelda fans are completely looking for this book because they cannot find a localized version. But that being said, very, very good news. Dark Horse Comics is now about to release it. Well, not about to, but they finally secured the rights to localize it for the European market, Australian market, as well as the US market. Now, this book contains a lot of stuff such as making of behind-the-scenes stuff of the Zelda games, artworks never seen before, and also concept art, snippets of a never-released manga, this is a big one, a finalized, canonical, full Zelda timeline, which is no longer confusing anymore, Guren, and it's also rumored to be a much bigger format. So, if you want to get your Zelda encyclopedia on January 29th, 2013, it's coming out for you. Time to announce the winner of last week's prize time. Now the winner is Daniel Games for getting the answer. Rise of the Phoenix and SNES or Super Famicom. You knew it, you got it. We got a lot of answers this week. Thank you guys, but unfortunately, a lot of them were wrong. But that's cool, you got it, so you win the game. Congrats. Welcome to another edition of Prize Time. Yes, your favorite moment of the week where I give you free stuff. Now it's very, very simple. I'm gonna give you a question, you give me an answer, and if you get it right, I'm gonna give you some swag. Now, there's a few things I gotta mention. First of all, if you get the answer, do not put it in our comments. No, put it in our inbox. Thank you. And secondly, please let us know if you want it for a PS3 or an Xbox 360. Otherwise, we're just gonna give you a lump of coal. Anyways, the question of the week is this. I never disrespect the gamer nor underestimate them, so I have to make them hard. And the question is, what is the name of the main character in a very, very famous Hong Kong tribe movie series, and what tattoo did he have on his torso? Now I'll give you a hint. He was the boss of Causeway Bay, for a time. So there you have it. That is the question for this week's Prize Time. And I hope to see you guys again in our next episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Gold Mountain, and we really appreciate the love. I love to give answers to all you guys, and I eventually will. So just keep it up, and I'll see you soon on another Play Select. Dun, dun, dun.